What's going on? This is your boy Derrick Omar. You can find me on Only That Way Is Up, not with an S, but with a Z, of course. You can go on www.onlywayisup to find me as well. And I am live one-on-one with Jerm. Hey, come on, man. You got to be here. This is the only way. This is the only place you got to tune in right now, man. Bless.
Hallelujah. Oh, man. God bless. We are back. Hallelujah. One of my favorite artists. You know, he performed at the Spring Collection. That was just a warm-up. He performed at the Summer Collection a couple weeks ago. That was a movie. That boy Only Way Is Up, A.K.A. Derrick Omar. How are you, my guy?
Man, what's going on? What's going on, man? Bless.
Always a good thing. We were just talking about the work don't stop, man. We was tired on a Saturday, but the work still got to get done.
Absolutely, man. You just, like you said, the work don't never stop, man. The grind don't never stop. So you always got to stay consistently working to stay ahead, stay ahead of, I wouldn't really say competition, but stay ahead and stay on that frequent grind every day. So you can, it's kind of like a humbling thing. You stay working so you won't get stagnant. When you get stagnant, it's like, all right, then where do I go now?
Your mind starts to wonder.
And the idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Devil's workshop. You never lied about that, man. Other than that, how are you other than that?
Man, I'm wonderful. Just ready, just kind of gearing up for this mixtape that I'm about to drop September 10th for anyone who is listening. So, I'm just really gearing up for that and just getting ready for the fall show.
Oh yeah. I just let my mans know he will be on the fall collection October 16th, 5:30 to 9. It's probably gonna be 5:30 to 10. All the good stuff will be coming soon. Flyers, ticket information, the venue, all the good stuff. That'll be coming real soon, like sooner than what you think. So
absolutely,
y'all be seeing my man and his beautiful lady. Got the merch that we're gonna get into. And he's also performing, man. He got a good message that we also gonna get into. But where are you from?
Originally, I was born in New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What part?
Portales, New Mexico.
Portales. All right. My mom's, they from El Paso. So I was always out that way.
Right. Yeah. So we lived out there for a little bit with my aunt. She owned a restaurant out there.
Oh, wow.
My uncle and my aunt owned a restaurant out there. So we stayed out there for a little bit, for a few years, and then we moved to Houston. And of course, stayed out here for a few years. And then I moved to Louisiana because I have a lot of family out there.
Okay.
So I stayed in Louisiana for a while. And then I finally was like, okay, yeah, I'm a grown man. Time to come on back, man. So I came back to Texas, and it's been on ever since. Like I say, Louisiana really taught me how to be a man, It taught me a lot of, rules and regulations to the, grinding, to even, the streets as well, so, and I'm not really trying to glorify that, but, it just taught me a lot of things out there. I had to grow up,
Right.
And amongst of all my friends, and brothers, I had to really grow up. So it taught me a whole lot, living out there and, just different experiences.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a cool experience, man. But love Texas though. Love Houston, man.
Texas. Nothing like Houston.
Nothing like it, man.
It's nothing like it,
man.
I was reading your story, and I was like, man, how did a fine gentleman like this get, caught up in the crime life and gang banging, man? I was like, nah.
Yeah, man. I started. I really was curious a lot. I had to learn things, the hard way.
Right.
And I had to learn that way. But my dad, he's doing life right now. But prior to that, my dad did a 10-year bid, and I was just kind of always fascinated with that. And 15 is when I just start going out there, man. 15, I started gang banging, and just doing a lot of unspeakable, just crazy things. You know what I mean? and things I'm not proud of, things I'm not, I don't like glorifying.
Right.
So that's why, I try to tell, the younger generation that this is not the path that you want to go on. This is a dead end road with it, with everything that you do as far as like, criminal life. So,
Right.
um, that's why I turned to Christ. It was like 2016 when I had caught a gun case, and it was my fault, but being stupid and end up catching a gun case, so in a serious gun case. So
Of course.
I asked the Lord. I was like, if you're real, then please help me get out this situation.
Yeah.
About 2 to 3 weeks later, lawyers, everything, turned it all around. And I said from then on out, I was like, yeah, I gotta serve you from then.
Gotta serve you.
Yeah. So it was just a lot of things that in between that time that was also going on. Not just the gun case, but as well as with the gang banging and going to wars and stuff like that. It was just it was a big mass of things that were going on at that time. So I just it got to a point where I just it's time. Enough is enough. So I'm really glad that situation happened to me. So now that I can go ahead and speak my testimony to everybody, the younger generation,
Right.
and also the older generation as well. So yeah, it was a long road to get to this point, man. So I'm just excited to be here now, man.
Always. And I'm glad that you turned your life over to the Lord and you didn't end up another statistic in prison. They say that's the hardest thing to be. And you just gave it all to the Lord.
Yeah.
Were you in church growing up, or?
The thing is, my mother, she was always, I wouldn't say she was, always in the church, but,
Right.
she would go. She would go.
Yeah.
And she always had, family and friends that always would just take me.
Right.
So, like one of her friends named Cleatrice, she would always take me to church when I was like 8, 9 years old. So she was like, let me take care of the church.
Right.
Let me tell you, if you don't feel like it,
I got him.
I'm gonna take him to church.
Yeah.
So she would always take me to church. So I always had, I always would listen to the word and whatnot. But me being young, it was always like, whatever,
Right.
it's all
Yeah.
okay, it's cool.
Right.
And then my aunt came in. And she helped me out. My Aunt Rhonda and my Aunt Margaret, they would always take me to their church, or they would always have me reading the Bible. And I really wasn't into it, but I did it just to, I just did it just,
To appease
them.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean? So I would do that, and it was just a constant thing that everybody would just always, have me around the Lord. But like I said, me being young and gang banging and stuff like that, I didn't really want to hear it, man.
Right.
He said, bump it, man. It is what it is. We can just, I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like it. Do whatever I want to. And like I said, sometimes the Lord has a funny way of showing you things,
Right.
coming to shake you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is not your path. So I realized like that was not my path. This is my path. And for a while, I didn't want to do, Christian rap. Like for a while, I didn't want to do Christian rap.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it for a while.
Not popular.
Exactly.
People don't jam it like that.
Exactly.
You can't cuss as much or whatever the case might be.
And I'm so used to doing that as well because like I said, I was a battle rapper and doing secular music and stuff like that. So it was just like,
what do I do?
Exactly.
Why me?
Why me? So why would I go down this path when I have so much freedom doing this right here?
Right.
So not knowing that, going down that path, in my case leads to nothing. But going down this path that he has set for me is everything, and I gain everything, and I help people, produce positivity, and just showing them the right way to go,
Right.
So that right there alone is just it's a gift within itself. So yeah, it makes me real happy, man, that I can just show people a different way, and just show them a positive, better way for their lives, man.
Always. It's always a good thing. So where'd the name Only Way Is Up come from? If God gave you that, or?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Actually, I had this when I was 2015. I always wanted to do clothing and stuff.
Okay.
But I just didn't know how to do it and how to go about it. And plus, I was just so unfocused really at that time. I was just like, you know what, whatever, man. I'm just, I'll have this idea, but eventually it'll come to me. But right now, I'm on this right now.
Right.
So, participating in other things. And then, like I said, about 2018 is when the idea resurfaced. And I was like, I sat down and really thought about it. And by like 2019, I said, you know what, let me do it. Since I got everything that I need right now, I got the money, I got the idea.
Put it to use.
Put it to use and put it together. So I thought about it. I was like, only way is up, because, everybody's trying to go to heaven. So I figure, why not sport a brand that's wanting everybody to
go in heaven?
The only way is up,
right?
Or if you're down, the only way you can do is go up.
Go up.
So I took that in consideration, and then the logo, I just drew it up. Really started in a dream. And then just woke up the next morning, drew it up. Had a friend of mine, who on the computer, designed it, boom.
And it was there.
And it was done. Then I got my LLC for it, and trademarked for us, and just made it into a business. Yeah.
2 years, basically.
2 years, basically, yeah. 2 years.
That's crazy.
2 years, man.
You put your mind to it, and
yes.
There, and it just came out. Dang.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's all you can say is that's tough.
Yeah, it was a long road.
Yeah.
We got it together, man. Here we are, man. Only way is up.
And you got some fire merch. You got some of it on. I didn't get to go to all the tables like I wanted to because we was busy.
No, man. Y'all boys be moving, man. I'm not going to even lie, man. Like, you and Riz, y'all always boom, 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 boom. So it's like, I understand, you know what I mean? I understand y'all, this is y'all event, so you got to make sure everything is running right. The artists are well, the vendors are well.
That's why I can't come back to everybody, y'all good, y'all need anything, everybody okay?
That's one thing I can say, man. It wasn't to the point that y'all were so busy, y'all were also going, greeting everybody, hey, how you doing? Everything is all right, do y'all need anything?
Exactly.
So that, man, that's absolutely amazing, man.
We try to make it feel, as comfortable as possible, because at the end of the day, it's not about me and Rich. It's about the artists, the vendors. We want y'all, to get the spotlight and get some more shine, more exposure, more networking. Because we don't know who could blow up.
Right.
So, it's all for y'all, man. You got some fire hats. I see you got the pen now.
Got the pen, man.
Yeah, got the tees and the wrist. Yeah, I seen the website, man. I was on that joint.
And also, I got something for you, man.
Goodie bag. Oh, I like the
goodie bag, man. Yeah.
The goodie bag.
Goodie bag.
Up, man. Y'all gonna see my folks. He got the website, onlywayisup.com. That's IZ, not IS.
Yeah.
Only way is up. Y'all go see my man. He got some fire merchandise, man. Like, who you do everything yourself? Do you hand press it? Or you have somebody do it for you?
Both. We're at the point now that we bought a press machine.
Okay.
And also the embroidery machine now.
Oh yeah, y'all moving big business. Yeah. Y'all doing everything in house.
Yeah. Trying to basically just make it a home thing, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So making sure that we're hands on with everything, with all orders,
done with love,
man. Exactly. So at first we went out for getting our stuff
of
done
course.
a lot, of course.
Yeah.
And then we just sat down and tried to learn the game on how doing it. So once we finally figured out and how to do it and what we have to do, went ahead and put the plan in action.
Like it was
calling.
Hey, auntie. Got to put the plan in action. Now y'all moving.
Absolutely.
Dang, the screen press and the embroidery.
Yes.
Oh yeah, y'all moving big time for the hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
y'all do y'all do the pins yourself? Or y'all still get those?
Actually, we got our stuff from workshop. So they printed actually make it for us. So that give us like 50, 60, whatever. I remember, you know what I mean, in the wristbands. We're trying to learn how to do it ourselves, but that's kind of tricky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how tricky is that?
It's tricky. So it's kind of like you have to, like I said, you have to get your stuff from different vendors and stuff like that, and they'll send you in a nice amount. But
of course,
at the same time, it's like, how can we do that ourselves? But like I said, it's very tricky though. So, but other than that, man, like you said, wristbands, pins, hats, shirts. We even got things for children, like
I saw the onesies.
The onesies, the little tees, little tees, of course. And we're also trying to do, we're trying to make the brand even bigger by the end of the year, Lord willing. So we got a few ideas and a few plays put in about to be put in action. So Lord willing, like at the end of the year, we can go ahead and start
promoting all the good stuff
and rolling stuff out. Yeah.
Well, we gonna promote.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all family now. So let me ask you, since this is one of the reasons that you're here, how did you get into the music, man?
Oh man, shoot.
My man said he was. I didn't know you was a battle rapper.
Yes, man.
That's lie.
I was a battle rapper. Back in my battle rapping years, like 2014, 2016. No, I'm lying. 2014 and 2017 is like kind of like my active years in battle rap. It was like it was a different experience. I was always into like the competitive side of rapping. Mm-hmm. But to answer your question though, I started I got into music with about I would say 6 years old.
Oh, you was in it young.
Yeah, I was very young. My uncle would always come and play, Brenda's Got a Baby. Tupac was his favorite rapper.
That was around that time.
Yeah, he even my uncle was so much of a Pac fan, he even had Thug Life on his stomach. I kid you not, man. I kid you not.
He was real fan.
He was a real fan.
Yeah.
Die hard. To this day.
He's still rocking with Pac.
To this day. To this day.
What did
to this day.
I can see out there, Pac. He's still the realest.
Still. So, yeah, he would play, Brenda's Got a Baby, I Get Around and stuff like that, So I would just, I would bob my head, just
of course, just hear him. Not knowing.
Not knowing him and his friends, hanging with him. So, I started to kind of catch on like around 13. I was so much of a fan
that you finally knew
that I started studying all the greats. You know what I mean? So it went from Tupac. Then I started listening to Ice Cube. America's Most. So I started listening.
You was real West Coast.
Yeah. I would listen to that a lot. I would listen to Straight Outta Compton at
NWA.
I just studied so many greats. Illmatic, man.
You was a Nas fan?
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt. Ready to Die. I just studied a lot of greats just to learn like how to put words together, wordplay. Big L was a big influence on how to rhyme syllables together. Big Daddy Kane. Man, the list goes on, man. So I just start studying these men a lot. So around 13, I was on my way to school, and it was this guy. He used to always rap every single day on the back of the bus, and he used to freestyle consistently. So I was like, man, this dude is really good. So I'm like, man,
and be the best freestyle session behind the back of the bus.
So I said, all right, cool, man. I'm finna go home tonight. I'm finna write a rap. So I wrote a rap. And the worst rap I've probably constructed in my entire life. And it was my first rap that I ever wrote at 13. So I went in there. I was like, all right, as soon as he get done, I'm finna go ahead and bust it.
Yeah.
I went in and everybody just laughed. I was like, I was crushed.
Yeah, for sure.
I was crushed.
At 13, you thinking that's the hardest thing out. Facts.
So I said, okay, maybe this is not my route then. So I'm just going to chill out. So about, when I turned 15, like I said, along with the, with the game banging around 15, I finally like, okay, I think I got it. So I rapped about all my experiences, and from then it was on. I was like, okay, I think I got it now. And then finally went to the back of the bus. Oh yeah, went in. Yeah.
So homie up. Y'all wasn't laughing now.
They wasn't laughing then. But then that right there kind of birthed the battle rap spirit in me. Because, during that, I was attacking him and not knowing like, okay, this is like, verbal war. So I was like, okay, so that's how it is. So then after that, I had my best friend Larry at the time. He introduced me to Smack. Like, Smack DVDs and, the battle rappers and stuff. I was like, oh, this is so... I was like, so do these guys, like, freestyle this stuff? Or do they write it? He was like, 9 times out of 10, some of them freestyle, but some of them come pre-written. I was like, wow, man, that's amazing. So I was so hooked on that. Ever since then, I was hooked on it. So, like I said, fast forward, 2014, I was just like, okay, let me try my hand. Let me try my hand at this. So... pardon me. Let me rewind. Okay. When I came back to Texas, I was like fresh from Louisiana. Back when I came to Texas, I was like, all right, there was no at the time it was no studios that I knew of or anything like that. So the only thing I knew was, man, bump it. I got a phone. Hey, let's battle somebody.
Exactly.
So I start calling up everybody. I'm like, hey, do you know such and such? Yeah, but he said he don't want to battle rap or he can't do it or no, he doesn't. He doesn't feel like it's worth it. So I was like, oh dang. I said, okay, well, shoot. My partner Zach was like, hey, I know somebody that'll battle you. I said, for real? He's like, yeah, hold on. So he calls him. Dude was like, yeah, man, I'll do it, no problem. We'll do it at my house. Da-da-da. He was like, hey, man, he said he'll do it at his house. And we going to call everybody up and come over there. I said, word?
Bet.
I said, bet, man. What's his name? Just Amazing. Oh, okay. And at the time, I didn't know, of course, at the time.
Right. So, I was going to ask how y'all met.
I was like, all right, bet, man. That's cool. So went over there. I believe it was like Friday night, man. I went over there. And it was pretty packed. It was probably like about, like you said, about 30 people.
Y'all packed the house up.
I was like, man, this is crazy. But see, Josh was, Josh was very, you know how Josh is. He's just that dude that just, he's like a magnet. You just
everybody attracts.
Everybody attracts. So he was just like that popular cat from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's fine.
Yeah. Milwaukee. So all the girls liked him. You know what I mean? So they all came through and we went at it, and then it was just like, okay, I can respect that, man, because, you came here, you didn't know what you were getting yourself into, but at the same time, you came and fought.
Yeah.
And Josh is an amazing freestyler. You know what I'm saying? Josh can really freestyle. So he came in and he did what he had to do, you know what I mean, versus, something that I was like kind of almost like bred up, to do.
Yeah, for sure. So he came in guns blazing.
Exactly. So, I had to tell him, I was like, don't take anything I'm saying, don't take it like that, you know what I mean?
You have to let him know.
It's all good. I'm just
freestyling.
I'm just doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Even though at the time, like, yeah, bro, like this is this what we doing, but
we're going to war.
This is, what I'm saying? It's all good. And Josh was like, he was a good sport about it. It was like, man, don't worry, it's all good. He said, but you nice. And I was like, man, you nice too. And it was on ever since.
And y'all been homies
homies ever since. And like, the crazy thing about it is we was all, as far as the music, we was always on different paths, you know what I mean? But when we finally sat down, it was just like, hey, bro, you do music, I do music. Like, why not we just,
collide.
Collide, like we support each other.
Facts.
And man, I ain't gonna lie, ever since then, that's been the best thing we both done.
Dang, that's love.
Especially on my end, because Josh taught me a lot, as far as like how to develop your style and how to, how to approach a track, you know what I mean? How to make it, how to make it hit. You know what I mean?
How to make it yours.
And most of all, consistency, man. Josh is the most consistent rapper that I've ever seen, man. Josh is super consistent, man.
He got us the cipher. Oh, he's in the cipher, by the way, just
man.
He got us a cipher back.
See?
Right there. He works.
He works, man. So it's like, watching that, going to his sessions, man. He doesn't play no games, man. He goes in there, he knows what he wants to do, and he goes in, does it. One or two takes, boom, he out there. All right, let's go to the next one. Like he really works, man. So that's what I really learned a lot. You know what I'm saying, in that aspect of Josh. Learning how to be consistent, learning how to relax on the track sometimes, and learn how to be aggressive when need to be. You know what I mean? Even though I had all these things, I understood these things, but watching it is a different story. So I was like, okay, all right,
I can do this.
I can do it, man. I can do this. So
dang, that's love,
yeah,
Jerm.
man.
Dang, so just amazing. That's a real story.
Yeah.
So let me ask, where do y'all record and where do you record at now?
I used to record at Anarchy for a while, man. When I came back to Texas, I was at Anarchy for a long time, and then Josh had a feature tomorrow. So I went over there. I went over there to his studios at 2020. Shout out 20, man. You a real one.
Salute 2020.
I went over there, and the rest was history. I was like, man, I dig this studio. It's like it's homely. You know what I'm saying? He's from New York, so he's always witty with the jokes and stuff like that. And I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can mess with you then.
I can chill and be comfortable.
Exactly. So it was all good, man. We both record out of the same studio, and I was just like, why not? That builds more of a
camaraderie.
And more chemistry amongst ourselves and stuff. Along with Brandon Keith. Shout out to Brandon, man, and Ego, man, Eric. He's the one that does. He actually did a lot of production on this coming up mixtape. He did a lot of the production.
I know he's been a few features.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him for sure.
Absolutely. On my song "Grateful."
Facts.
Go ahead and stream that out now on all musical platforms.
I heard the man.
Yeah, man. He's amazing. Those brothers, they're absolutely amazing. Another, brothers in Christ as well, man. So it's like, not only just with the music, as well as fellowship.
The ministry.
Exactly. So if one of us, either A, falls, or B, feel, weary, we kind of look towards, we look at one another, what I mean?
That's always good to have your brothers to have your back.
Exactly. So, like I said, man, Josh, Brandon, Eric, man, those guys, as far as, what we do, we not only help each other musically, but also spiritually, you know what I mean? And plus, Eric and Brandon are my, I wouldn't say, they older than me, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, they've been in the faith longer than I have. So I look to them for guidance and, just for, to show me how to maneuver, doing everything. So, shout out to them, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Some good mentors to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like. Absolutely. Let me ask, was Guess Who's Back the first song you released?
Oh, man. What? How do you know about that? Wow. Yeah, you do your homework, man. Dang. I really totally
He was like, wait, I released that?
Man, I totally forgot about that, man. Yeah, that was actually like the first song that, not the first song that I put out ever, but it was like the first song that I ever put out with a video. That was like my very first video in my entire life. So it was like, okay, it was really, honestly, man, that song was like a fast process, man. I was just like, at that time, I remember like it was yesterday, because at that time, man, I was just going through so much stuff at that time. And I just, I booked the session and I just went out. I was like, man, hey, look, this is the beat right here. Yeah. I already know what I'm about to say, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
One take, boom.
One take, Jimmy. Ooh.
One take, Jimmy, man.
That boy.
It was just like, I just put all my aggression to the song. Like at that time, I was just like, man, bump
that adrenaline.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
And then my cousin shot the video. And we really didn't have a plan for that video. So we literally we really riding around like, oh, okay, man, this is a good spot. Let's go here. Let's shoot here. Oh, you know what, man, bump it. Let's go right here, man. This is a good spot. So I was like, yeah, man.
That's real, though. That's real, though.
Right. So it was like, I mean, at the time, it was just, no sense of direction. But, having that experience, it was just, it was good. So, yeah, guess who back, man? That was really like, like I said, it was at a weird time, I guess you could say.
Yeah, fact. That boy said, I'm a big dog. Y'all just small bucks. All you rappers will feel defeat like a foot massage. Yeah, I said, oh.
Yeah, man.
I had to bring that back a couple times here. That wordplay, if you didn't catch it, I was like, oh. Yeah. You was talking.
Yeah, and that was when I first got into the battle rap, man.
Yeah.
At that time, man, I was first getting into the battle rap scene in Houston, and it was just, like I said, it was kind of a weird time, but at the same time, looking back, I had some good times as well, you know what I mean? Like I said, I
wonder if you know my man Irv got it.
Irv got it? What? You know Irv?
I worked with Irv.
Get the heck out of here.
That's my dog.
I know Irv, yeah.
Shout out my dog Irv.
Shout out to Irv.
He been on the pod. Irv has been on the pod.
What?
Shout out my boy Irv.
What?
Mr. Do Everything.
Yeah, man. Man. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Irv, as far as like battle rap, you know how people they say, oh man, I was this nice. Bruh. Irv is nice, bro.
Irv is nice. He used to tell us about it at work. And he used to let me hear stuff. I was like, oh, you nice.
Irv is no joke, man.
Yeah,
Irv was very dangerous. And it was at a point that me and Irv was like really in talks to battle. Yeah, we was like kind of nice. We was kind of like on the what'd you say? On the path.
Mm-hmm.
He was, of course, Irv was in it longer than I was. So he already had a name.
Yeah.
So he was good. And Irv messed with me so much that he was like, you know what, get you a couple fights under your belt.
Then I'll battle you.
I'll battle you, just to give you that extra push. And, just certain things didn't work out that way, you know what I mean? But, at the same time, he still looked out for me though. So I can't complain about that. So, man, shout out to Irv, man.
Yeah, shout out Irv,
yeah,
dog.
Man.
That I'm on top like a snapback. It'd be tough. I listen to everything.
What?
Yeah.
Man, gosh. Yeah, you really do your homework. Yeah. I'm great, man. Yeah. I'm great. Yeah. Yeah, man, that was, like I said, that was really around the time.
Now, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Now that I listen, now that I know that you're a battle rapper, now when I go back and listen, I'm going to hear it even more.
Yeah.
Because you can hear it with your words. And I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
But now I was like, oh, yeah, he was talking on
that. Right.
Yeah.
it and like I said, with battle rap, you just you get to the point where, punchlines and, aggression is really heavy. So sometimes when people say that battle rappers can't make a track, it's not that they can't make a track. It's just something that they're used to. We're used to going in, attacking,
hitting them with that hard bar.
Exactly. We go in attack. So when we go in the studio, our first mind is to attack.
Right.
Instead of just like, okay, learn when to attack and learn when to, calm down and bring it back and just go ahead and flow with it. So it's not the fact that they can't make records. It's just the fact of that was our first mind frame. This is our first mind frame. So we go in and attack. You know what I mean? So, we all can make records, guys. We all can make records.
Yeah, I can see battle rappers can make records. It's just like you said, now that I think about it, is y'all's first mentality is hit them with the punchline, hit them with that bar that's gonna make some ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see that now. Who are some of the battle rappers you like to grow up coming up?
Oh man, Loaded Lux, man. A-Verb and
oh yeah,
it's a story that and Irv, he always messes with me about this, man. Anytime he see me, he always messes with me about this. So I had a battle, and I want to say maybe it was 2015, 2016. I was battling this guy named Boat, And everybody, at the time was like, man, you sound like A-Verb. You sound like A-Verb. But I was like, I don't know how I do. Maybe it's my aggression. I don't know. So I was like, okay, well, everybody's saying that I sound like A-Verb. Well, maybe I should do a Showtime like A-Verb, just to show them, out of respect, but at the same time, they're saying I sound like them, but do it in my own twist. Yeah, bad idea. Yeah, very bad idea. I learned, I was like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have went that extreme, but, I should have just
chilled out.
Exactly. So every time Irv see me, he always, he shoots me down about that. And I'm like, come on, man. I was just, I was fresh in it. Now I know, so it's all good. It won't happen again. So
hey, you learn and you learn and you live. That's
exactly,
it. You live and you learn, dog. That's all you can say. You think you still hell bent, heaven sent, fresh like a peppermint?
Oh man, yeah, man. That was a dope track, and that track was so like at that period of time was so fun. And my boy King West went up there and did his thing, man. Shout out to King West, man. Actually, free King West until his backwards, man. That guy, he really had my back. You know what I mean? Even though we had our, of course, brothers always fall out. You know what I mean? But they always find
a way to come back.
A way to come back. And Wes, he good guy at heart, man. Wonderful guy at heart, man. So he came in and blessed me with that verse. And, immediately, probably like 3 days later, we went on ahead and did the video to it. And that weekend we were going to New Mexico because I had a battle in New Mexico.
Oh wow.
So we shot the video, got it done. Then that weekend, I would say, it was a Friday. We left Friday night and drove all the way.
That's a long drive because I've driven to El Paso, so I know what that drive like, Jay.
Dude,
and y'all had to go a little farther.
Dude, when I tell you,
that drive ain't no joke, Jay.
That drive, like when we got there, it was just like when we drove. It was like, okay, we gonna make good time. Like at the time, I didn't know how far it was driving. Like I've always took a plane, so it wasn't nothing.
Texas
2 hours,
is humongous.
I tell you what, I realized how huge Texas was. I said, dude, are we still in Texas? We have not hit New Mexico yet. We are still in Texas. How?
12 hours later.
What?
Bro, I know.
I'm like, this is insane, man. We just like bugged out of our minds. We like, dude, man, I got a battle tonight, man. I got to get some rest, man. So we finally get to New Mexico, and it's just like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do the battle tonight, man.
Bro, I'm so tired, bro.
Literally.
I know.
Man. We went to the hotel, slept for an hour. It felt like an hour at least. Slept for an hour or two, woke right back up. I'm like,
drained.
Man, dude.
Don't know what's going on.
And I know he was feeling the blunt of it too because he was like, he did majority of the driving because, he likes to drive fast and get there. So it was
ain't no driving fast and getting there.
What? He was like, when we finally got there, he was like, hey, Don, you might have to take the wheel, man. So peep this. I was like, yeah, man, no problem, whatever, man. I'm going to give me an energy drink, man. We're going to head straight there. Woo.
Yeah, right.
And look, man, I got behind the wheel. The speed limit was was 60 or 70. I want to say 70, man. Shoot, man, I'm going 60. He looks over at me and said, Done, pull over, man. I got it. I said, what? He said, man, you driving too slow. I got it. I was like, oh, man, bro. All right, man. You got it. So he drove the rest of the way. So I felt bad for him. I'm like, oh, man.
I had to make you do the double turn.
I had to make him do the double turn.
Dang, dog. So, that's a long trip, boy.
That trip was no joke, man. But it was fun.
Yeah,
man.
Facts.
When we got there, man, and, I did my thing and, my fan base out there grew and, people, really messed with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, that was wonderful. And I loved it, man. It was a wonderful experience, man. They invited me back out for a bigger card, which that card was just, it was amazing, man. the whole experience of being out there was just wonderful, man. It was very wonderful. So those times, I can't, I won't take back, because those times were like,
They made you.
Yeah, it made me who I am. The experiences, the just the all around, meeting new people and stuff like that. So I wouldn't trade that for the world, man. It was wonderful experiences, man.
Salute New Mexico.
Yeah.
We getting a natural center too, man. Cause that story you told on the first.
Oh man, that was like based on true events.
Yeah.
So
you left it all out there, man.
Yeah, that was the first song I wrote as a Christian artist.
I was gonna ask if that or the Most High Freestyle, the first one.
No, that Natural Center was the first song.
First one?
That was the first song. Like I said, I was playing tug of war with it the whole time. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do something else. How can I stay in the lane of this, but not, I guess she was not cursed, stuff like that. So, and that's not to draw off subject.
No.
When I was battle rapping, I kind of, like I said, I was making my transition. So like in a few battles, like, I would say 2 or 3 battles going in, I started, it started weighing heavy on me, so then I took back the cuss, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to cuss no more in none of my battles. So.
How hard was that?
The first time it was very hard. Like, it was very hard because I'm so used to, what I'm saying? Of course, I was
letting it all out.
Yeah, letting it all out, just saying whatever to my opponent, just like really disrespecting them. And then, like I said, the second time when I did it, it was smooth. It was very smooth. It was very, very smooth. And this was on Houston Barcode. So shout out to Houston Barcode.
Shout out to the Barcode.
Retta Blaze, man. Scotty, man. Those guys.
You know what, man? You know what's so funny? I had Scotty in my Uber one time. No lie. I had him in my Uber. I didn't know who he was. And we just started talking. I think I had said something, or I don't know how we got talking on battle rap or whatever.
Right.
And he was like, I was like, yeah, my man Irv. He was like, yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. They run together. Yeah. They run.
And then we just started becoming cool.
Yeah.
So salute Scotty, man.
Man, salute Scotty, man.
He a good dude.
Very good dude, man. Humble dude, man. Funny as heck, man. He gave me opportunity. And even when I first got into battle rap, he pointed me to a league where he was like, start here and work your way up. So shout out to Coliseum Ice, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Good folks over there, man. Let's get into this Most High, man. Them horns on Most High sound like they need to be on a stadium festival.
Oh, man. Yeah, I actually, so that man, it's funny how that came about. So okay. So I was on my Apple Music, of course, just listen to music and stuff like that, and all of a sudden that I was like,
I like that.
This is nice, man. And then start going in, toward lane. So I was like, man, this beat is nice. And like usually I don't, I try not to go a lot in on, other people's beats like that. I'll touch it here and there. If I really like the beat, I'll touch it. But I was just like,
I gotta do it.
I was like, man, I gotta find a near studio and go and do this one, man. So immediately, man, like the next week I booked the session. I was like, bro, this is the beat I want to do. Let's go in, and I'm gonna shoot a video for it, man.
Yeah, I seen it on your YouTube page.
Shout out to
you get your videos out for your singles. I like that for an artist. More content.
Man, Maniac Visions, man, he shot the video, man, and it was, man, I had so much fun because I felt like I was just like, I don't know, I feel like I had leg room to, just style and do what I wanted to on there. So I was like, man, let me just go ahead and style, because they think Christian rappers can't get down like that. So I was like, man, let me go ahead and kind of show them a little bit. So yeah, that song, it was absolutely fun.
You definitely got down. The Sorry for the Way D Carter line.
Oh man.
I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, man.
Now that I know you're a battle rapper, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. The
it all
wordplay
comes together, man.
Hey, the wordplay is impeccable. Impeccable. I'll give you that, dog, for sure.
Man, I appreciate that.
The wordplay is
much.
impeccable. You hit us over the head with some singles in 2020.
Yeah.
That Man on the Mission.
Yes, man. That was the
oh man.
That was produced by Brandon Keith and shot by Brandon Keith. So he shot the video and produced the track.
Wait, he directed the video and produced the song?
Yes.
Oh, he's a talented brother.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a talented
Brandon,
brother.
He does it all, man. The dude is extremely talented, man. So yeah, he made the beat for me. It was like took him a day, made the beat. And what's so funny is, man, I sat on that beat for like a month or two. Yeah, I sat on that beat for a month or two because he gave me the beat like, the beginning, the top of the year. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait.
Yeah.
And then I started revisiting the beat and I was like, okay, all right. So then I waited for a little bit and then I was like, all right, I think I know what I'm going to say. So I went, started, jam the beat. And what my process to writing is when the beat, I call it, making love to the beat.
Right.
Like I got to know, what the horns at, just making sure where can I place it, where everything is. So I just, I hear it. And then I'll just start, I kind of vibe to it. Then once I've got it, then I'm like, okay. Then I start mumbling, going in, and I'm like, okay, all right, I think I know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So then that's when I start, the writing process. Like sometimes I'll write in my head, or sometimes I write on, paper. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those rappers like, oh man, every track I don't write
from the dome.
It really all depends. You know what I mean? It really all depends. Sometimes the beat just hits me, and it immediately I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna say. Or I was like, okay, let me take my time. Let me try to write this. You know what I mean? Just really on the feeling and the mood of, the beat and how I'm feeling. That's how I do it. So like I said, with that, it was a no-brainer. I knew what I was going to say, how I was going to say it, the hook and everything, which the hook came the day of my studio session. So I was so struggling with a hook. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to say for the hook. So I'm in the booth. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say. Then
God gave it to you.
Man,
okay.
I'm on a mission. I ain't sugarcoat.
Yeah.
No smile, so I'm not joking. No smile, so I'm not joking. I'm on the mission, homie. I was like, all right, I got it. Then
before you lose it.
Yeah, before I lose, I'm like, all right, come on, let's hurry. So then we went and did that, and it was amazing. And then even then, I sat on the song after it was completed. I sat on the song for like a month. I was like, all right, I'm kind of leery to, throw it out there like that. So I was like, all right, I'll just wait for a little bit. But, when the spirit moves you, it's like, okay, nah, go ahead and drop it now. So I was like, all right, bet. Went on ahead and dropped it. And then that weekend, I was like, hey, yo, Brandon, man, let's shoot the video for it, man. So we just got it. We put it together quick. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the video together quick, but, we tried to package everything together, around everything. So went on ahead, dropped that. And, the response was surprising for me. Right. You know what I mean? Especially, with me transitioning over to Christian rap from, doing secular, I would say. It was a big, big transition. But like I said, I was surprised for the response. So I was like, okay, this is the first single for, the mixtape. And the funny thing about it is the mixtape, I had like so many ideas and so many plans for the mixtape. I probably scrapped I scrapped so many songs. Like, seriously, I scrapped so many songs. And like just everything that I wanted to put on there, I didn't put on there because of 1A. It was like sampling problems or
that take forever to clear out. Mm-hmm.
Man. And then other songs I was just not feeling. I was like, nah, I don't feel like this is gonna, be put in the same sequence as what I'm trying to envisioning the mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I'll just put it to the side. So it's just like I was just consistently just like, I don't know. And then finally I got to a point I was like, okay, yeah, I know what I need to do. So ATM, Eric, he had he has a whole beat catalog. So I was searching through his beats, and that Hallelujah song popped up, the beat. So I was like, man, this is a dope song, man. Hey, does anybody got that? They're like, no, man, go ahead. I was like, okay, cool.
Say no more.
And, sent the bread over immediately. And I was like, all right, cool. Got the beat. And I was like, all right, I know exactly how I'm gonna do on this. I know exactly what I'm gonna do on this. So I went in there and wrote it about 15 minutes. Yeah, well, no, pardon me. Wrote it in 30 minutes. Knocked it out one take.
He performed it at the Summer Collection. That's one of my favorite songs right there, that Hallelujah.
I love it.
I know you love performing that joint. I already know you do, bro.
I love it because it's so funny. Because when I drop On a Mission is something special for me. It's very special to me because it's something that, that I've, honestly, that was my first, Apple Music, release.
Yeah.
So it was something, so that was like my first, so it's always like my baby. So it's like special to me.
Hold it close.
Exactly. So, the response is good for that track. But then when I play Hallelujah, then it's like, okay, yeah, people like, all right, yeah. It's very, like, I love the song.
You know what's so crazy, bro? That On a Mission is a year old today.
Yeah. Oh man.
The 14th. I just looked.
Yes, it is. A year old, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Salute.
Thank you,
That's crazy.
My baby's 1 year old. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, that is amazing.
I just looked. I remember that you had dropped it in August, but I didn't remember what day it was.
Yeah, I like I said, well, like you said, pardon me. I knew I dropped it in August. Yeah. I didn't know.
What day?
I thought it was like the 16th. So
that's lit.
Man, that's
salute.
Dope, man.
Y'all going to stream On a Mission. That chiropractor line.
Oh, man. Dude, yeah. Oh, dude, man. Yeah, yeah, man.
I was like, oh, yeah. I like that type of talk.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's just, I was just blessed with a gift, man. So, why not use it use it for some good, man, and just kind of, and then also to get some oohs and ahs.
Of course. Got to.
Yeah, man. It was, like I said, man, it's always a dope experience to go into the booth and just, let it all out.
Yeah.
And
therapy session.
Exactly. That's why I'm so happy about this mixtape. For anybody who's listening, stream it September 10th. You can also get pre-order September 3rd as well.
September 3rd. Y'all heard the man. We're going to get, before he gets out of here, we're going to give all his information so you can go and pre-order it. You can go and follow my man. You can go and get the merchandise. We're going to give every single thing. And y'all better go and do it. Because y'all know me. I support all local artists, all local people that are doing great things in the community and trying to uplift and inspire others, man. Because
absolutely,
like you said, the only way is up.
Exactly, and that's a wonderful thing. Like we have to, we're sent here to help one another, And then what's so funny is that people think like Christianity is just this judgmental, point fingers, and we just preach all day, which that's so far from the truth.
We be chilling.
We chill and like we're very relaxed. You know what I mean? Like we don't judge, even though that Paul says that judge righteous judgment to those that call themselves a brethren. Like I can't sit up there and tell you like, hey, bruh, like if me and you, let's just say me and you, I don't know, me and you, and Lord forbid, me and you are murderers.
Yeah.
I can't sit up there and say,
hey, bro, you can't be doing that, bro. And you doing the same.
And I'm doing the same freaking thing. Like, what is that?
Thanks.
But if you're a brother that is doing that, and I'm hey brother, how can I help you?
Facts.
It's no different than having your brother, your little brother, or a little sister, and you trying to teach them the right way.
Mhm.
Like you'll do whatever you have to do to guide your sister or brother to that, to a good path.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, you've seen where it ends, or you've done it all.
Yeah.
So you want to help.
Done that.
You want to be like, nah, you don't want to do that, bro. Go this way. This is better for you. You know what I mean? You're not gonna point at them like, You're not gonna, judge them like that, or degrade them, or even once they get through, once you tell them the way and they're good and they're on the right path, you're not gonna go up there to them and remind them of what they used to do. You don't do that.
Facts.
That's the same thing with Christianity.
Facts.
That's the same thing. So when people have that notion about it, it's not like that. It's just like I always say, man, it's like having your best friend or your little brother and little sister.
Somebody just looking out for you.
Just looking out for you. That's it, man.
That's real, man. Yeah, I think, and you know what's crazy, man? Besides just, I think you're, because I know my man Just still do some secular music. You're like the first real Christian artist I've had on the show.
Oh man, that's dope.
Like
man.
for real.
That's dope, man.
And now my parents are probably listening in on this show.
Yeah. Man.
Shout
out to y'all.
Because you're a Christian.
Yeah,
I told them about you.
Yeah.
I let them know because they don't know what I do with the shows and everything. So I tried to bring them into my world a little bit. I was excuse all the cussing. I know it's just Nipsey.
Yeah.
Excuse all the cussing, but this is what Rich and us do.
Right.
This is our baby.
Okay.
So I showed them you and Tylen, the other Christian artist.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man.
Tylen.
Dude, dope.
I can't wait to see y'all work together, man. So I just let them know. So they'll probably watch this. Hi, mom, my dad.
Hey, mom.
Just amazing parents. I mean, my boy. Only way is up. I don't know why I keep saying. Because you know why? Because I slammed my man. I didn't post his podcast. We were so busy with the show. So I apologize. Just amazing. I try to post everybody on my page, man.
Yeah.
So I apologize, bro. My apologies. It's coming from me to you. I apologize, bro. I love you.
Yeah, he'll forgive you. Oh no.
Next podcast, I'll probably post you more than anybody else, bro. I apologize, bro. Speaking of him, you had him and the fellas on a Mission remix.
Yeah,
on the remix, man. Y'all all went in on that.
Man, I loved it, man.
K-Throw, he tough.
Yeah, man. Like he's a wonderful artist. He's like, I would say like, I wouldn't say really best of both worlds, but he can really do them both. Like seeing him, during this transition, I could see he does both very well. So I had to get him on the remix, and of course the relationship with me and Josh, I had to get him on. He's actually the first person I asked to get on there, and he did it with no. I
can't wait to hear a collab tape from y'all, man. I need something from y'all together.
Maybe coming soon.
I'm gonna keep my lips shut until it happens.
It might be coming soon. Stay on the lookout, man. But yeah, and then of course I had E go ahead and rock out with it. So the track was supposed to be. Originally, it was supposed to be K-Throw, just me and Brandon Keith. But it was just it was a lot of commotion about how long we should make the songs or how short we should make the songs. So it was just like, okay. And Brandon was like, you know what? I'll tell y'all what. I made the beat. Y'all
get on it.
Y'all go ahead and shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No hard feelings. Y'all go ahead and shine. You know what I mean? Y'all do y'all thing. Of course, like you said, he still get, credit for, for
everything.
Me, of course.
Exactly.
So we just went in and just like, okay, boom. And what's so funny is that session was doing like, the height of Corona. So coming to the studio, they were like, well, we can only let 2 of y'all go in.
Right.
I was like, okay, well, 2 at a time. They're like, no, like 2 for the night. I was like,
that just put a spill in it.
That put a spill on. So I was like, okay, so I have to figure out a way how to get me and another guy that's reliable to come back and do this song. So I was like, okay, well, just, I was like, yo, you're reliable, so you might not do your verse tonight. He was like, man, shoot, that's no problem. I don't care. So once E went in there and did his verse, I was like, okay, well, Throw It Ain't Here yet. So,
you're just going to rock with you.
I'm just going to rock with you, man. Go ahead and do your verse, and then I'll just set up something for me and him to come back. So just got done with his verse, came back, and then the engineer came back, was like, man, y'all been such good sports, thank y'all. We're going to let y'all finish the song tonight. I was like, man, that is so dope. Thank you, Jesus.
Nothing but
so went in, we finished it, knocked it out, boom, boom, bam. And then went on ahead and released it, man. But I was really pleased on how
it turned out.
Yeah. I would have did things a little slight differently as far as like the promotion. But other than that, man, we got our point across. And we did what we envisioned to do for the song. So
that's man. And it turned out good. It turned out real good.
I appreciate
you just
that.
Dropped something with E a couple weeks ago with Grateful.
Grateful, man. This song was so hard to do because like I'm such a
perfectionist.
Well, perfectionist, yes, first and foremost.
Fact.
But I'm so like secluded, you know what I mean? And I'm learning how to get out of that box, So this song is very hard, So I was just like such an, just extrovert, and it was just like crazy. So that song, I was like, I'm just gonna be transparent and just, give the world me, you know what I mean? So I did that, and like I said, it was like one of the hardest songs I had to write. Like, really, it was one of the hardest songs I had to write. And then E just came and blessed the hook, man. And it was just like, oh, man, it was just such amazing. I was just like, man, I almost had tears in my eyes, like, just listening to it because, I knew that, like, I really, like I opened up a lot on this track, you know what I mean? Some things, like, I just wouldn't say, out loud. And, like, I really opened up and, let it all out and, of course, let my family hear. And that was just like, wow, like
that's the best part.
like you really opened up on this song. So, man, shout out to E, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go ahead and stream that one as well.
I'll stream Grateful, man. Before we get out of here, man, for episode 96, I know he'll be back after the release of the mixtape.
Absolutely.
How many tracks are we expecting on this bad boy before we get out of here? Give all your information where they can reach out to you. All the good stuff.
All right, of course. It's a 10-track mixtape. It'll be on all musical platforms and, of course, mixtape websites as well. And the reason why I'm not doing an album right now is because... and I'm pretty sure some artists know this, but some really don't. Well, whenever you put out, let's just say you put out an album right now in your current state right now. If your goal is to get signed, then record labels will look at your sales history. Whether that's, I want to say, I think it also includes a EP as well, if I'm not mistaken. But for sure, an album. So when they look at your sales, your sales sheet, they'll be like, okay, well, we can base your deal off of how much you sold. So if you sold 56 copies or 100 copies or, maybe 500 copies, they base your deal off of that. So you probably get, a bad deal, doing that. But if you never drop the album and or an EP, but you continuously drop mixtapes, you don't have a retail sheet. So all the labels can do, if you're gonna go with the record label, all they can do is judge it off of your current market. So who sold before you? And of course, in Houston, we had Paul Walker, Millionaire, and all these guys. All these guys went platinum. So all they can do is like, okay, all these guys went platinum in this state. So we can just assume that he's going to go platinum in his state. So that's when you can work out a deal. And especially if you have your own, you're doing everything on your own and you have the fan base already, you can come to the table and have, all right, this is what I want to do. I want a partnership.
Leverage.
You have a lot more leverage. So then you can work into a great deal.
Right.
So that's the reason why I'm not such in a hurry to drop an album right now.
Okay.
I'm just
I learned something new today.
I'm just dropping mixtapes right now. You know what I mean? Just running the mixtape game. Do I want to be continuously in the mixtape game? No, until the Lord says so. But as of right now,
this is where I'm at.
This is where I'm at. We're gonna get the fans up, get this movement up, and then hopefully, Lord willing, partner with a label. So
that'll be love,
man. Definitely, man. So
that'll be love.
It's a little free game for all artists that don't know.
Gem.
There you go.
A little gem for you on the way out.
A little gem on the way out. And also, man, on Instagram, you can reach me at only.wayisup. Not with an S, but with a Z, of course. You can also reach me at www.onlywayisup.com. You can reach me on there, get your merchandise. You can even email me. It doesn't matter. You can check me out on Facebook, of course. Derrick Omar Justice. And that's it, man. Thank you. I'll be at the fall event as well. Stream all my music, Derrick Omar, on Apple, Tidal, wherever you get your music.
Go watch his YouTube videos as well, his music videos as well. Only Way Is Up on YouTube.
Only Way Is Up on YouTube as well, man. Subscribe, man.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Like,
share. Absolutely, man. Thank you, man.
I got you, man. We appreciate you coming through for episode 96, man.
Thank you so much, and I'm humbled. I really do appreciate y'all, man.
Real good guy.
What y'all do for us, man, giving us a platform and coming on here, man. I just really do appreciate y'all. Like,
for sure.
Seriously, sometimes I wish I could just show how much I appreciate it, but just looking at you man to man, I really do appreciate y'all.
I appreciate
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
He's been a good guy to me since the start. Like, he's been like one of the only artists. He hit me up early this week. Do I need a promo or anything for the show or anything like that? I was like, dang, he's real. I respect that so much. It's not like I don't, when artists don't ask me, it's like, I respect that so much because, people don't ask like that. And for him to just go out of his way and just ask that shows me a lot just about a person in general. So I respect that. He is humble dude. Most humble dude ever, man. So I appreciate you coming in for episode 96. Always, bro. Always. You family. So it's nothing for you to come and stop by. Even if you got to promote an album when your album drop and everything.
I'm coming here first.
Facts. We coming back.
First.
We coming back, man. If you got an artist like my boy, Only Way Is Up, that you think I should interview, you got some merchandise like Only Way Is Up that you think I should sponsor, man, or rock on the show, man, send it to my email, 2westboys@gmail.com. That's the number 2, WESSBOYZ@gmail.com. Follow me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, one-on-one with Jerm. On Twitter, it's WIT. They don't let me have the H. Follow me on Facebook, like my boy Only Way Is Up said. Follow me everywhere, man. Fall collection, October 16th. We rocking, man. To episode 97, man. We gone. Peace.
Gone.